let's make sure we see all of this confirmed in the Word. So I want you to turn to Psalm 35 for a minute, please. Psalm 35. Verse 13. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. Now here's what I want you to see. I humbled my soul with fasting. My first response to realizing as I studied for this message that there was a kind of unbelief that only came out with fasting, and I saw that it was the kind prompted by pride or reliance on self. You know, the connection between fasting and humbling myself didn't become readily apparent until I found this verse. I humbled my soul with fasting. Fasting or self-denial will humble your soul because it's taking your agenda and submitting it to God's. And that's what happened in these instances. And then what does it say about prayer? He said, and my prayer returned unto my own bosom. You want prayer from the heart that gets results, a connection with God? Then you're going to have to humble your life before God by fasting, by saying no to things and doing so on a regular basis. And you know what you need to fast far better than I do. There are things that my flesh loves to do, that I almost crave to do, and a lot of which, aren't bad. They aren't bad things, maybe even good things in the larger plan of God. But you just need to say no. And it needs to be a planned, regular approach to life. If you wait until you get in a box, this is what most people do. They wait until they get in a bind with something. They need God to show up, and they don't know why He isn't, so they go on a 40-day fast or a 10-day fast. And I'm not saying the Lord will never direct somebody that way, but not usually. But you don't want to wait until that occurs and then fast. This needs to be a planned part of the Christian life. I do believe the fasted life involves daily saying no to things that you really want to do. Doesn't mean you can't ever do them. It just says today. You're going to say no to certain things that, your flesh really wants to do. And using those occasions as you can to pray. If you're going to miss a meal, then don't go turn on the TV instead of going to dinner. Go back into wherever your prayer closet is or wherever you pray and pray a little bit. Doesn't have to be any great religious prayer. Just open your heart to the Lord. Thank Him for His goodness and grace in your life, and things will start coming to you. They really will. Yep.